This is a screencast on how to use place value to solve multiplication, division, and division problems, including written multiplication and algorithm. This is going to particularly focus on multiplication. Now, just a reminder, place value means if we had a number like this, place value means that this number, this digit here, is in the ones. There are 3 ones. This is the tens, this is the hundreds, and this is the thousands. We can use the place value to our advantage when we're multiplying big numbers together. Let's look at an example together. Let's imagine you have this problem here, 56 times 19. Now we can solve this problem very, very quickly. Okay? And there's a couple of methods we can do. But we're going to use the grid to begin with. So what I'm going to do is I'll make this grid here, and I'm going to put multiplication sign in here. Now rather than going, I'm going to put down 50 here, and I'm going to put down 10 here, and I'm going to put down 6 here and 9 here. Now the reason that is so that I have 50 from here, 50, and then I have 6 ones, and then over here I have 10, and then I've got 9. And then what I can do is start to fill this in. So 50 times 10 is 500. 50 times 9 is 450. 6 times 10 is 60, and 6 times 9 is 54. And then to solve this problem, and I've not left myself very much room, I can simply go 560, and I did that by adding these two numbers here together, and then I'm going to do the same here, which makes 504 together, and if I add those two numbers quickly together, it gives me 1064 is the answer to that question. So what I've done here is I've broken the numbers up into their place value and been able to do that. Okay, here's another example. Let's say this time I have the question 23 times 37. So I can quickly make my grid up and go 20 and 3, and then 30 and 7. So with that, what I've just done very quickly is split them up into their place values. Then I can go 30 times 20 is 600, 30 times 3 is 90, 20 times 7 is 140, and 7 times 3 is 21. Then I can add these together. 600 plus 90 makes 690. 140 plus 21 equals 161. When we add those together, it gives us, add these two numbers together, it gives us 1. 1 plus 6 is 15. Better carry the 1 up here, and then makes 8. 851 is the answer. I'm going to try one more example, but before we do, we're going to have a look at the steps we need to go through. So let's recap. First thing we need to do is to break the numbers into their place value. Create a grid, break them up. So 23 becomes 20 and 3, 37 becomes 30 and 7. Then we multiply these numbers in the grid here. So we multiply each of the place value numbers with each other, so that means 20 times 30, 3 times 30, and then 20 times 7 and 3 times 7. We add those down here, and then the next step is to add across here 60 plus 90, so add these two numbers together, right over here, then add these two numbers here, add it here, and then we add these last two digits here together. So we're going to try one more example together. Now with this one here, here is the question. It's going to be 42 plus 34. So take a moment to think about what is going to look, what's our next step that we need to do. And here it is, here's the next step we need to do. We're going to make a grid, and we're going to split the numbers up into their place value. So in this top one here is 40 and 2, and down here will be 30 and 4. Next step is to do what? Take a moment to think about what you need to do next. You're right, it's to multiply these numbers together. So let's go for it. 40 times 30 equals 1,200. 30 times 2 makes 60. 40 times 4 makes 160. And 2 times 4 makes 8. Okay, what's our next step? Next step is to add these together. So 1,260, when we add these two numbers together, and when we add these two numbers together we get 168. And then we can simply add these two numbers together. 8 gives us an answer of 1,428. Okay, so again we look to split the numbers into their place value by using a grid, multiply these numbers together, add their products together, and then over here we add the two products we finally come up with to give us our answer to the question. Good luck with trying to solve your problems. If you have questions, please write them down and ask a buddy, or see Mr. Labrook at an appropriate time.